We're here at NKTelco Sports, where we're at Anna High School today for the ball game with BOTKINS Trojans, who take on the Anna Rockets. Today's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Schwederman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Cy Schwederman, Carriage Works, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Francis Furniture, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, NKT Productions, and First National Bank Think First. We'll be right back after this message.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaugh, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Anna Rocket Field, where this afternoon the Anna Rockets are hosting their SCL and neighbor competitors from BOTKINS, the BOTKINS Trojans. And as we've just turned on here, the first pitch is just now coming to the plate, and the batter for BOTKINS is Parker Geis, and he squared the bunt but pulled it back, so he has a ball one count there. Pitcher on the mound for Anna is Cole Maurer. Next pitch by Cole is there for a strike. We'll try to give you all the players as we go here. Extremely windy today, but a very nice day for that fact, and the fact that we're over 70 degrees. Everyone who's participating, there's a ball hit to the right side. First baseman gloves it, takes it to first base unassisted for the first out. So Parker is retired, and that'll bring Elliot Gubo to the plate. So one up, one out. Gubo, the second baseman for the Trojans. He's batting .300. Try to give you stats as we go. They've only had 4 and 5 games, so there's not a lot of heavy stats that you can go on, but everybody's got them. So right now Elliott's at the plate, hitting .300 on the year. He moves up to the front half of the plate, hitting from the right side, hitting from the left side, I'm sorry, thinking that if he could get a hold of one, the wind will help him, and it certainly will. We are looking at probably 20, 25, 30-mile-an-hour winds with even gusts that are higher. There's a pop-up behind the plate. It's going to go out to play, behind home plate for a strike. So Cole Maurer on the mound. This will probably be his third start on the season. There's a shot over to the right side, and that will drop over into right center. Center fielder has it. Ball comes in, misses the cutoff man, but no problem, goes right to the mound. So, one out, one on. That'll bring the catcher for the Trojans, Nick Bittner, to the plate. He'll be followed by Tristan Burns, who's the shortstop. So the catcher's up right now. Single there by Elliott. Maurer's pause, kicks, and that's there on the outside part of the plate for a strike. Neighborhood towns, same league, Shelby County Athletic League. Both teams playing at about the same number of games, 5. Rockets currently have 4-1. There's a ball that's hit towards the right side. It'll continue going right. The second baseman chases it. It falls in just inside the line. So right there, Bittner is on with a single. Gubo moves to second. And that brings the shortstop, Tristan Burns, to the plate. Tristan's hitting .286 on the year. Got 3 RBIs. No, I'm sorry. He just got 1 RBI on the year. He scored 3 himself, but right now he's got a chance for an RBI. Pitch by Maurer there is outside and wide for a ball. Very nice day other than for the extreme wind, but the wind is supposed to lay down here around 6 o'clock. But it's been very, very breezy. The next pitch is inside and low for ball 2. 2 on, 1 out for the Trojans. Bittner at the plate, Burns on deck. Not holding him at first. Little dust at second, but not much, and that one gets the batter. So that will bring, that'll load the sacks with a hit by pitch there on Bruins. And that will bring the third baseman, number 20, Spencer Hoiker, to the plate. So the sacks are full now with 1 out. And Cole Maurer's got to find a way to get an out here or get some help. And Spencer Hoiker, the third baseman, is going to try to reverse the ball and send it the other way. And the pitch to him is belled high for a strike. Balls hitting the outfield this afternoon will definitely drift to the right side. The wind is very brisk, as I said, coming from the third base bag going towards first, and it just amplifies as the ball is hit into the outfield. And there's a swing and a miss on 1 out of the zone. So 0-2 on Hoiker. Bryce Metz on deck. Maurer looks, pauses, and that's there for strike 3. So Hoiker gets caught looking for out number 2 on a called third strike, and that brings the first baseman, Bryce Metz, to the plate. Metz, no batting average at this time, but I think I noticed that in about half of his plate appearances, he has walked, so he has an excellent eye. There's one hit on the ground in between short and third, scooped by the third baseman, over to first, in time, retires the runner, retires the side, so after a half an inning, there is no score. We'll be right back after this message.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaug, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Okay, just like to take a moment here to give you the sponsors that make this broadcast possible for today's ball game. One of the first ones will be the Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, Carriage Works, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Cy Schwederman, NKT Productions, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Bank, WKKI 94 FM, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, the 21st Century Kitchens, Schwederman's Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, and Lamb's Insurance Agency. Scoreboard sponsor will be First National Bank. Think First. Player of the game given to the player of each team will be from NKTelco. So, bottom half of the first inning, and the Anna Rockets come to the plate. They'll be sending Derek Coverstone, Zach White, and Aiden Ensley to the plate. Center field, catcher, and shortstop. On the mound for the Trojans is Jack Leisner, and he's pitched in 3 games. Got a nice ERA of 3.82. Only 4 walks, but he struck out 9, so that's a nice balance to tell you that he's around the plate and in pretty good shape. Pitched in 3 games. He is 0-3 on the year, however, so he's taken the loss. They've only won 1. They won last Tuesday night as the Trojans defeated Allen East, I believe, in a run rule game. So got 1 under the belt on the W side. Ready to go here this evening. Coach Dennis Martin for the Trojans. Coach Kirsten Althauser for the Anna Rockets. First batter for the Rockets is Coverstone. He swings, pops one to the opposite side to the shortstop, and it's not handled. It was a wind-aided fly. The outfielder was in, but the ball just kind of twisted and blew away from him. So we'll give him a hit. And that puts Coverstone on first. Zach White, the catcher, comes to the plate. White's hitting 200 on the year. One of the points for the Rockets is to be aggressive on the bases, and there you saw it, first pitch and a stolen base. So he's at second now. White looks at a ball on the first pitch. Both teams are very aggressive on the bases. Both want to try to hit the ball the opposite direction, and especially today for all the righties, they've got a chance to put. There's a bunt, bounce back to the pitcher, fielded by the pitcher, throw to first in time for out number 1. But the runner moves to third. Sacrifice bunt there by White. So that's 1-3 for 1 out. Aiden Ensley, the shortstop, at the plate, and he's going to be followed by Seth Stiffel. Pitch there there is low. Leisner's first one is to Ensley is low. Shortstop is hitting 471. That one's inside for ball 2. 1 out, 1 on. But the 1 on is only 90 feet away. So Leisner swings. That one is hit to center field. It'll come in. Nope, it'll drop. It'll drop. So Ensley on with a single and an RBI as Coverstone scores. Seth Stiffel, the DH, comes to the plate. He'll be followed by Siegel. Stiffel, the DH, batting for the pitcher. Throw over to first, runner's back. Stiffel is hitting 400 on the year with an on-base percentage of 471. He's got 5 RBIs. Also, he's got 3 doubles, so he's hit for some extra bases. The runner goes, and he'll go there standing up. No throw. So Aiden Inslee is now at second. Still only one out, but one run in. Stiffel rips that one up to center. That is going to get between the outfielders. That will bring home another run as Inslee trots into, or as Stiffel comes into second for a double, and Inslee comes home with the second run of the inning. So that brings Jared Siegel to the plate. Jared's hitting .235, the first baseman for the Rockets. He's a junior. First pitch to him, a little bit high and inside for ball. Caleb Kaufman will be on deck for the Rockets. Leisner looks to the plate for his sign, pauses, looks back, and that ball is ripped into center, and the runner will hold at third as Siegel singles and goes to first while Stiffel moves to third. Kaufman, the left fielder, comes to the plate. So the Rockets have him on the corners, still only one out. As I said, Leisner in his previous appearances has only walked 4, struck out 9. So it appears that his control is good. And that one is there for a strike. The runner moves to second from first. So now the runners at second and third, still only one out. Brandon Shannon on deck for the Rockets. Leisner's next offering, there for a strike. 0-2 now on the batter. Caleb Kaufman in a small hole. You might be able to hear in my headset how windy it is. It is breezy, there's no doubt about that. And that's swung on and missed by Kaufman for out number 2. So second out there on the strikeout, Brandon Shannon coming to the plate. Third baseman for the Rockets, hitting a lofty .750. First pitch to Brandon is there for a strike. But as I said, this is only 4 or 5 games. Sometimes your stats are a little misleading, but if you can continue 7.50, that's wonderful. Pitch by Jack is there and swung on for strike 2. 0-2 on Shannon. Andrew Scully on deck. The big junior kicks, fires, swings, and gets a strikeout there, swinging for out number 3. But the Rockets push 2 across in the first, so after 1, it is 1 for the Rockets, 0 for the Trojans. We'll be right back.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Okay, back here, top of the second. Trojans will send the bottom third of their order to the plate. They loaded them up in the first inning, but couldn't get anything across, so we're now going to go with 7, 8, and 9. Jack Leisner, the pitcher, will come to the plate. He'll be followed by the left fielder, Anthony Upperman, and the right fielder, Ethan Motter. Those are the three that's scheduled to bat, and more to follow if they get on. So, junior Jack Leisner steps in at the plate. Sophomore Cole Maurer is opposite number on the bump for the Rockets. First pitch there is a strike. As I said, they both played 5 games. Only the Rockets are 4-1, where Botkins is 1-4. And that one is inside, gets by everybody. Botkins just run ruled Allen East, I believe, on Tuesday evening. So got one on the W side for a change. That always helps. And that's there for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Rockets' next game will be Saturday, the Trojans' next game will be Saturday when they play Waynesfield. And there's one hit to right center, and only the right fielder was there, engaged it well, so fly to 8, 1 out. Anna will be in action again tomorrow at Minster, and then they'll play again on Saturday at Sydney. And the first pitch to Upperman. That's there for a strike. The lefty swings at that one and misses for strike 2, so he finds himself in a hole real quickly. 0-2 to Anthony Upperman, the left fielder for the Trojans. He'll be followed by Ethan Motter, the right fielder. If you can get it up in the air towards the right side, you've got a chance to really stretch it out and maybe even clear the fence. Both coaches stress going the opposite direction. Of course, in this particular case, Upperman would want to take the inside pitch and pull it. And he does just exactly that by the second baseman, and he's down at first, so Upperman's on with a single. And Ethan Motter trots up to the plate, the right fielder. And batter on deck will be Parker Geis, the leadoff hitter. He'll be back for his second attempt. So Ethan Motter at the plate right now. 1 on, 1 out. And that one is swung on and fouled back. According to my statistics, both coaches like to be aggressive on the base pass. I don't have all of Anna's, but they've already run on about 4 different pitches tonight with 4 different guys. Trojans are likewise very aggressive. The Trojans are 22 of 22 on the year on stolen bases. And that one's in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No, make that 2 balls, 2 strikes, I'm sorry. That is low, full count. Two balls, 1 strike now. Okay, I'm told I have that wrong. Okay, 2 balls, 1 strike. That one is beat into the plate. The catcher's out in front, snaps it, grabs it, slides inside. And the runner off of first is caught in a rundown, and he is tagged out. So the batter is retired on 2-3 for the second out, and then the runner at first is caught in a rundown going from first to second, tagged out by the shortstop. So that will be a 3-6. So after 1.5, it's still 2-0 in favor of the Rockets. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
Okay, NKTelco Sports and the sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school baseball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD 503. Today's broadcast, or today's game, will be rebroadcast on April 14th. That's at 5 p.m. That's Saturday. And Sunday the 15th at 2 o'clock. If you can't remember that, just go to nktelco.net and you can get them on demand at any time to suit your schedule. So even though they will be on Channel 3 or 503 at those hours, you can view them otherwise on your computer at your leisure. But just check the schedule and you'll find it. So here we go to the bottom of the second. Trojans leading 2-0. And we're going to have 8, 9, and 1 come to the plate. Andrew Scully comes to up, second baseman. Andrew's hitting at just 1-1-1. Swings at that one, but he's got an on-base percentage of .333. So even though his hitting isn't so great, he's still finding a way to get on the base. And that one's high and wide for ball. 1-1. Next offering. That's low for a ball. 2-1. Thank goodness for grass infields. If today were the old way where the whole infield were dirt, it would be almost impossible to sit on the right side of the diamond and watch the game. Even with this limited amount of dirt, there is still dust. You can see it coming up in waves by the wind. Last pitch was there for a strike, so the count evens at 2-2. And that one swung on and missed by Scully for out number 1. That'll bring Braden Collier to the plate. Collier's the right fielder, hitting 182. But he scored 5 runs already this year, and he's walked 4 times, so he's got a decent eye. He'll be followed by Derek Coverstone. Jack Leisner on the bump for the Trojans. And that pitch looked good, and it is good. Strike. Leisner, prior to this, had already pitched 11 innings this spring in 3 different stints. And there's a ball hit by Collier down the left side, fielded by Coach Altizer. Collier at the plate, Leisner on the bump. And that one is up at his eyes, and he liked it, but he missed it. Out number 2 by the K. That brings the Trojans back to the top of the order. Derek Coverstone. He's on with a single in the first inning. He scored a run, scored the first run of the game. And Zach White, the catcher, will be on deck. Number 36 on his shirt, but he's the center fielder, number 8 in the book. There's a high fly towards right center, in between the outfielders, and nobody could get it. It went away from the center fielder, and so on at first is Derek with his second hit of the game, and that brings Zach White to the plate. The catcher, Hayden Inslee, will be following him. He'll be on deck. So Zach steps in. He sacrificed his first time up, so really no plate appearance per record. Move the runner up. Okay, Silverstone there's going to be a run down, the throw to second. In the dirt, but picked up. Throw back to first, hits the runner, and gets away from the infield. And all hands are safe after that. So the ball hit the runner as they had him in the rundown after they picked Coverstone off. In the rundown, they hit him in the back, and the ball squirted away, and Coverstone moves on to second. Safe. So Zach White still at the plate. 2 away here in the bottom of the second. There's a ball again, hit towards right center. The center fielder moves over, has it, and he grabs it for out number 3. So in the second, 1 run, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. So after 2 complete, it's 2 for the Rockets and nothing for the Trojans. Be right back.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Okay, back here at Rocket Field where we're now entering the top of the third. The umpires for tonight's game on the bases is Jeff Keckler, and behind the plate is Kevin Shiralski. As we said, both of these teams will be in action again later this weekend. Waynesfield on Saturday for Trojans. Anna will be at Minster tomorrow and Sydney on Saturday. It's amazing. Both coaches, when I asked what one of the points of emphasis that you wanted to use for on offense, and both said we want to go the other way. Of course, today, if you are able to, as a right-hander, go the other way and get it up in the jet stream, you've got a chance to get it to the fence or over the fence. So it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. Okay, Parker Geis comes to the plate. Freshman, center fielder. He's got a triple on the year already, hitting around 300 with 3 RBIs. Parker looks at that one high. He grounded out to first unassisted in the first inning. He'll be followed by Elliot Gilbo and Nick Bittner. That one is there for a strike. 1-1. Like I said, in the first, the Trojans had them loaded, but they couldn't get anything home. That one's wide, so ball 2. 2-1 on Parker. Top of the order for the Trojans. There's one hit off the handle towards the shortstop, slowly picked up, and just in time at first for out number one. Nice play by the short. The ball was hit off of the handle. He was leaning toward, they were up the center a little bit more. He had to go into the hole, get it, and had to attack the ball. Got him by a stride. Elliot Gubo at the plate. Gubo singled in his first appearance at the plate today. Got all the way around to third, but that's it. And that one misses for a ball. Elliott, the second baseman for the Trojans, moves way up in the box and looks at that one for 1-1. That one is popped up behind the plate and over the screen. Nobody hurt, nobody hit. So that's a strike. One ball, two strikes. Nick Bittner on deck. And that is on the outside. Caught him looking. So a strikeout there for Cole Mauer. That'll bring Nick Bittner to the plate, followed by Tristan Burns. That's number 3 and number 4 in the lineup. Nick's the only senior on the Trojan squad. That one's low in the dirt. Scoots away from the catcher. White goes out to get it and fires it back to the mound. Bittner had a single his first time up. There's another one hit to the right side. That gets, and it gets by the right fielder. That should be one, if not two more. That, and he's rounding second. He's going. The throw will come in. I think they'll hold him at 3 unless the ball gets away, and he did. So Bittner with a triple. He's standing down at third base. Shortstop Tristan Burns comes up. Tristan had a single his first time up. So he's looking for his second hit. And there's a swing and a miss on a high strike for strike 1. Spencer Hoiker on deck for the Trojans. Shortstop batting cleanup for the Trojans, number 23, Tristan Burns. And that one's low and inside. One and one, the count on the batter. Bittner off third. And that pitch to Burns is high. Cole's pitching out of the stretch, so that kind of cuts down on the lead at third. Not being held or challenged at all. There's a shot towards left field. Single there by Burns. And that pushes across Bittner with the Trojans' first run. Still 2 outs, but Spencer Hoiker comes to the plate. And Burns is over at first. Third baseman, Spencer Hoiker. And swung on and missed on that one. Mauer threw him a little bit of a slow curve. Kind of liked it in the eyes and went after it, but missed it. Burns at first, being held. And that pitch is low. Oh, I'm sorry, there is a strike. One and one. The first one was a swinger. So 1-1 on the batter. Runner doesn't appear that he's going to go outside and low, so that's ball 2. Not a real big lead there by Burns. Spencer Hoiker at the plate, Bryce Metz on deck. That one is low again for a ball. I believe I got a 3-1 count. I couldn't hear because of the train, but I believe it's 3-1. Thank you to the truck. That one, that's there for a strike, so the count goes full. So now Burns will be off with 2 outs. The runner will be moving. First baseman moves back behind him, so there won't be a hold. He could probably get 2 more steps yet if he wanted them. And that one's in the dirt. So ball 4, and Hoiker gets a base on balls. And he's at first. Burns is at second. Bryce Metz comes up now. He grounded out to third in his first appearance in the first inning. And he looks at the first pitch right there for a strike. There are 2 away, however. 2 on. The first 2 are retired, so the Trojans have now scored their run and have 2 on, all with 2 outs. Big lead by Burns at second, not being held. And swung on there by Metz for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Burns at second, Hoiker at first. And there's strike 3. So all 3 outs, nope, I'm sorry, 2 of the 3 outs were by the strikeout, but the Trojans managed to push a run over here as we enter the bottom of the 3rd. It's now 2-1 in favor of Anna.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialists will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
All right, we're back here, bottom of the 3rd. Rockets lead 2-1. They pushed 2 across in the first inning, and the Trojans just scored now in the top of the 3rd. So we will start with batter 3, 4, and 5 for the Rockets. That'll be Aiden Ensley and Seth Stiffel and Jared Siegel. Those will be the first 3 up. 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. Jack Leisner on the hill still for the Trojans. He's got 4 Ks on, he's punched out 4 strikeouts here against the Rockets here in this game. Struck out 2 last inning. Okay, Aiden Inslee up now. Scored a run, singled in the first, scored in the first. Scored the second run of the game. And that's their first strike. Aiden batting .471, but his on-base percentage is at .632. Low there for a ball. He scored 6. He's got 6 ribbies, and he's walked 7 times, so he's been on base a lot. And he was on base again in his first appearance today and scored. So really has a good handle on what to do at the plate. That last pitch was high for ball. That's their first strike. 2-2. Seth Stiffel on deck. And that is a slow curve that's hanging, and that's out there to center field. And so Aiden's got another single, and he's down there at first. Seth steps to the plate. Stiffel had a single, got all the way around to third, but that's as far as he could get in the first inning. Likewise, like I said, 3 doubles. He had another one today, so he's got 4 doubles on the season. 5 ribbies. Batting right around 400, and that probably went up a couple more points with the last appearance. Throw over to first, runners back with ease. Seth is the DH for the Rockets, batting in the pitcher spot, or batting for Cole Mauer. Jared Siegel is on deck. Again over to first. There he's going, but the catcher had trouble getting it out of his glove, so he's there uncontested with an SB, stolen base, standing down there at second. The wind has subsided somewhat. I hope I'm not wrong. It was supposed to end around 6 or lay down around 6, and we're closing in on that hour. Swung on and missed there. So the first batter for the Rockets in this inning is on with a hit. Now down at second with a stolen base. And there's a bouncer up the center towards short. He touches it, but he can't come up with it cleanly. So we're going to give him a hit. And Inslee moves to third. So there will be runners at first and third. And Siegel will step to the plate. Jared's hitting .235. Had a single his first time up. So 2 up, 2 on. Siegel got all the way to second in his first plate appearance after his single. And there's a bunt down the first baseline. The pitcher has it, goes to first. The runner scores, and the other runner moves on to second. So Inslee scores the third run for the Rockets. A sacrifice there by Siegel for the first out, and Stiffel moves to second. Caleb Kaufman at the plate. Kaufman struck out in his first appearance. Looks at a ball there. So there's 1 out and 1 run in and still 1 on. Stiffel at second. Kaufman at the plate. And that pitch is on the outside part of the plate for a strike. Brandon Shannon on deck. Andrew Scully to follow. Still can see some dust kind of picking up. There's a one off the handle to the right side. It goes over our heads and it hits the dugouts on the girls' softball diamond. That always wakes a lot of people up. So, 2 strikes now on Kaufman. That pitch is in the dirt, blocked nicely there by Bittner. So, I believe the count now goes to 2-2. He looks in. Jack does. Looks back at the runner. Throws a slow curve that's beating the dirt off to the left side. Coach Althauser will pick it up and return it to play. 2-2 on the batter. Kaufman, Brandon Shannon on deck. There is one out. And that one's high. That one's high. So Kaufman looking for a good one to hit. And he got one. It's in the ground to shortstop, who kicks it, throws to first, late, gets by the first baseman. Runner goes from second to third. Runner at first goes to second. He's in there just in time. So Kaufman is safe on an error. And he moves all the way to second. Stiffel moves all the way to third. And there's still just one out, but now there's 2 on. Brandon Shannon at the plate. Andrew Scully on deck. Shannon struck out his first time. That's low for a ball. Scully on deck next. Leisner needs an out. He probably could do with a strike. There's a bunt to the right side. Pitcher has it over to first in time, just in time. So a sacrifice there by Shannon. He's out number 2, but the runner moves up to third, and Andrew Scully comes to the plate. Number 25, second baseman. Struck out in his first appearance. Now he's got a chance to drive in another run. After I said the wind laid down a little bit, I can't believe it. I see waves of dust. Strike there on that pitch. And I see it coming across the infield. Like I said, thank goodness for grass infields. And that one is there for strike also. 0-2 to Scully. Brandon Collier on deck. Next pitch to Scully is hit left side, foul. About a foot or 2 past third base. So 0-2 on Andrew Scully. 2 away here for the Rockets, but they've got a runner at third base. So if Scully can make something happen with his stick, they got another run. There he punches one to the right side. That's a gapper. Nope, it'll be knocked down by the right fielder. Picks it up, throws it in, and Scully pulls into second with a 2-base hit and an RBI. So Seth scores from third base. That's Stiffel. He's in with the 4th run for the Rockets. And Brandon Collier will step to the plate. Collier, the right fielder, struck out his first appearance here in inning number 2. Batting again here in the 3rd. It's beginning to cloud over just a little bit. The sunshine isn't quite as bright, but mound meeting here for the Trojans, everybody on the infield. Coach Martin wants to make sure everybody's on the same page and everybody still understands what they've got to do. So there'll be a runner at second in Scully. Brandon Collier at the plate. 2 runs are in, 2 outs in the inning. So Jack Leisner is looking to get one more. There's a ball hit to third. Picked up, scooped, over to first, not in time, in the dirt. Runner gets by the first baseman. Scully scores from second. He's in, and Collier goes to second on the air. So another run is in. That makes 5 for the Rockets. Now we go back to the top of the order. And that brings Derek Coverstone up. He's been up twice, singled twice, scored once. I think he's got a couple of stolen bases to add with that. And that one is high. 2 balls, no strikes. Here we are in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 away. And that one is low. Held in place by Bittner, the catcher. Nice job. Kept it in front of him. The runner can't advance. Zach White, the catcher for Anna, is on deck. Seven men have been to the plate. Make that 8 now. So he draws a walk. Coverstone moves down to first. Zach White comes to the plate. Zach's been up twice. He sacrificed once and flied to center. There's a hit towards the shortstop. Shortstop has it, goes to first, and he's got him. So bang bang play at first there on a little 6-3, but it is out number 3. But in the inning, they pushed 3 more, put 3 more on the board. So after 3 complete, it's 5-1 in favor of Anna over the Trojans. We'll be right back.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
All right, 4th inning. We're going to have number 7, 8, and 9 coming to the plate for the Trojans. Jack Leisner, the pitcher, left fielder Anthony Upperman, and the right fielder Ethan Motter, and maybe more to follow. So pitcher versus pitcher here as we get ready. Cole Maurer going to throw to the the Botkins number 1 also. Leisner's got about a .214 batting average. Scored 3 runs. Picked up 4 walks. He's got 4 RBIs on the early part of the season, so not bad stats. And the first one to him is on the outside for a strike. NKTelco, happy to bring you spring sports, baseball. I think they'll have softball tomorrow. I think they'll be broadcasting a couple of games with Wright State Lake Campers Lakers as they play baseball within their division. There's a ball trickled by the mound. Second baseman over, has it, and he's out. So Leisner is retired on a 4-3 grounder. Anthony Upperman comes to the plate. Anthony's been up twice, and he's grounded out 3-6 each time. So there's a strike. Well, he's been retired 3-6 in the respect that he got forced and tagged in a rundown. So that one is in the dirt. Blue says did not go for it. And they ask for an appeal, and they say yes, he did. So Anthony Upperman quickly in a hole, 0-2, as he kind of half swung at that pitch. He's in the front half of the batter's box. Maurer backs off the slab for a second, steps back on, in the wind, and the fire. There's a pop fly to the left side over the third base dugout. In fact, on top of the third base dugout for a strike. No problem. Ethan Maurer on deck. Ethan Motter on deck. There's a ball hit towards the second baseman. He doesn't glove it cleanly, and Upperman is on with an error by the second baseman. So Upperman's on at first. Motter comes to the plate. He'll be followed by the leadoff batter, Parker Geis. Motter's been up twice. Grounded out twice. Throw over to first. The runner's back in time. Hit a grounder his last off of the plate that took a couple of high bounces. The catcher jumped out, fielded, gloved it, and threw him out at first. And that's outside and wide for ball. On deck, Parker Geis, the leadoff hitter. So, 1 on, 1 out. And swung on, but late. So, finds himself in a hole now, I believe. 2-1. Stretch by Maurer, the throw, and that is ripped off to the left side in front of the dugout, right off the end of the bat. Yeah, they're going to go down and get it. Ricocheted off the screen. So, Motter at the plate, trying to advance the runner. And the pitch by Maurer. And And that is drilled up the centers. Shortstop has it. Steps on second. Out there, throw to first, double play. So a little 6-3 DP. And as we head into the bottom of the fourth, it's 1 for the Trojans, 5 for the Rockets. We'll be right back. 6 for the Rockets. We'll be right back.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
All right, we're back here as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Rockets leading 6-1. We're going to send, the Rockets will be sending number 3, 4, and 5 to the plate. Same thing as last inning, and they were able to generate enough offense to push 4 across. So Aiden Ensley will come to the plate, Seth Stiffel to follow, and Jared Siegel after that. Those are the first 3. More to follow. Ensley's been up twice. He's got 2 hits, scored 2 runs. This will be his 3rd appearance at the plate. Having a nice go so far this year. As I told you before entering this game, he was a .471, so that surely didn't go down any. First pitch to him is off the plate for ball. His on-base percentage, .632. That won't go down any. So he's in the right spot. He's batting 3rd in the order. 0-2. No ball, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 on Ensley. Seth Stiffel on deck. Jared Siegel to follow. Count now goes 3-0. So now Jack Leisner needs a strike. .30 count. The wind, the fire, the kick, and he got him. Hit by pitch. So he'll be trotting down to first base. So Aiden's on for the 3rd time. And that will bring the DH, Seth Stiffel, to the plate. Jared Siegel on deck. Stiffel's been up twice, 2 hits, 1 run scored. And the throw to first, runners back. One on and nobody out. The runner goes. No, he does not. He retreats. Took a couple of steps, but then didn't break. Stayed at home, came back. Aiden Ensley at first. Seth Stiffel at the plate. There's a pop fly to the right side. Nobody there. .2 on Seth. So Jack is in the lead position on this one. Leisner needs 1 more strike. That one is hit right up the center and into center field. Runner at first heads to third. Throw in. No advance. So Ensley moves on to third on the single by Steffel. He's had 3 hits and 3 appearances. Siegel comes to the plate. First baseman, Jeff Siegel. 2 plate appearances today, 1 hit, 1 for 2. There's a shot over the shortstop's head. Into left, it gets by the left fielder. So 1 run will score. The other runner will move to third and stay there, and Siegel will pull in at second with a double. Okay, Caleb Kaufman comes to the plate now. Looks down to third base coach and head coach, Coach Altheiser, for the signal. The left fielder looks out at the pitcher and turned to bunt, but pulled it back as the ball was low and away. Got 2 on, 1 in. Infield is in a little bit. That one is likewise low again. Blocked nicely there by Bittner. Kaufman looks out at the pitcher. Leisner throws. He bunts, fouls it back. Runners at second, third. Nobody out though. 1 run in. There's 1 hit into the outfield, into center field. Gets by the center fielder just a little bit. Here comes the throw, the tag, and he's got him. But 2 runs scored in the process as he got a single and tried to stretch it, so he's retired on an 8-4 at second as he tried to stretch it into a double, but he punches 2 more home, so that's 3 home in the inning. 1 out. And that's going to bring, I believe, Brandon. Nope, we got a pinch hitter, right? Yes. Let me redo. This might be Will Luthman will be at the plate, number 22. Will Luthman will step in. He'll be batting for Shannon. So he'll be batting in the 7th spot in the lineup. Number 22. And probably will be going to third base in the process. We'll find out in a little bit. But he'll be up with bases empty, 3 in and 1 out. So Coach Martin has moved to the mound for discussion as the umpire goes out there to break up the discussion. Four batters have gone to the plate. There's 1 out. 3 runs have scored. So right now that stands at 9-1. In favor of the Rockets. So that pitch is not there. And that one is there for a strike. So Luthman count evens on him at 1-1. And that one's inside for a ball. 2-1 on Luthman. Will Luthman pinch hitting for Brandon Shannon. The 2-1 pitch. Nope. Didn't go. 3-1. And that one is low for ball 4. So Luthman gets a base on balls. And he trots down to first. Andrew Scully comes to the plate. Second baseman. Looks for a signal. Steps in. Throw to first. Luthman's back with ease. Scully's been up twice. He struck out once, got a single, and he scored a run. So pretty active afternoon. That pitch to him is a strike. Luthman down at first, 1 out. 3 runs are in already in this inning, bottom of the 4th. Eisner looks, fires, and Luthman goes to second on the steal. No throw, ball was in the dirt. Nicely blocked there by Bittner, but couldn't make a throw. Eisner on the hill for the Trojans. Needs to get some strikes now. That one is low. Scully at the plate for the Rockets. Second baseman moves over for a throw. No throw. Pitch there to the plate is a strike. So Scully steps in, needing a hit here. Runner leads at second, no action there by the defense. And in the dirt and blocked there. Eisner needs a strike here. And he gets the batter. So Scully gets hit. So Scully goes down to first. Luthman is already at second. 1 out. And Brandon Collier. And Coach Martin is going to the mound. Might mean that we've got a change coming up. Nope, gonna stay the way we were. No, I'm sorry. Are we gonna make a change? Yes, I think we will be making his change. It will be now. Spencer Hoiker goes to the mound. Hoiker was at third base. So he's going to pitch to Brandon Collier. Okay, while they're warming up and he's going to have a few more pitches, we'll just take a quick message and we'll be right back.
Brand presence is everything. Is Is it time to create a video that promotes your business? NKTelco has the solution with NKT Productions. NKT Productions can create a national caliber commercial or video specifically to your business needs and demographics. Utilize NKTelco ad insertion and your video is made available to 6,000 plus subscribers in 8 local communities on 23 major networks. Take advantage of the overwhelming traffic that video gets. Visit nktelco.net for more information.
Okay, we're back. We got a pitching change here as Spencer Hoiker is going to go to the hill and replace Jack Leisner. And he is going to be facing the number 9 man in the order, Brandon Collier. Brandon's been up twice, struck out and safe on an error, but he scored a run. Anna has runners at first and second with only 1 out. And there is a strike pitch to Collier. Showed bunt but didn't go after it. It's a called strike. First baseman's on the grass. Shortstop's probably in a few steps. That one's in the dirt, bounces off the catcher. Luthman moves on to third and Scully goes to second, so now the force is off there. But there still is only 1 out. Collier at the plate. Count of 1-1, I believe. And he rips it over to the right side, foul. Saw it go, but couldn't tell you exactly how close or how far out it was. Got it up in his eyes, he got around on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Collier. Hoiker pulls that one. Everybody begins to look out as it goes down the left field line, hits the screening down there. So Hoiker turns on it in a hurry. I'm sorry. Collier turns on it in a hurry. Spencer was the third baseman. That pitch is high. 2-2 on the batter. Brandon Collier, the right fielder for the Rockets. The 2-2 pitch. Beat in the ground towards third. Played by the third baseman. Throw it over to first is high. Over the first baseman's head. 2 runs come in.
Here you go. Thank you.
And Collier is down at second. So Luthman scores, Scully scores, so that runs the total to, I believe, 11-1 right now. That's correct. That one is pounded over towards the center fielder. He has it. The runner from second comes home. So Braden Collier scores as the single there by Coverstone goes into center field. So he's on first again. He's been up 4 times and he has 4 hits, all singles. Zach White, the catcher, now steps into the plate. We still only have 1 out. And this is the 9th man to go to the plate in this inning. That one's high. White's been up 3 times. A sacrifice, a fly out, and a ground out. So he's looking for his first hit. Like to follow what Coverstone is doing. That one's in the grass or in the dirt. Blocked there by Bittner. No advance by the runner. So White looks at the next offering. That one gets by Bittner, and Coverstone goes down to second. So Coverstone is at second. 6 runs are in already. The next pitch, that was high for a ball. So Zach gets a base on balls. And he goes down to first. And now we have force plays at all three bags. Helps the infield a little bit, but there's only one out. Aiden Ensley up. He's been up 3 times. He scored 3 runs. He has 2 hits, and I think he's been hit by a pitch. So the shortstop has plated 3 times already today. There he gets one pretty good over to the right center. The right fielder is there though, and he grabs it, and the runners hold as no advance there. Nice play by the right fielder on a ball hit relatively well with the wind. So fly to right for the second out. That brings Seth Stiffel to the plate, the cleanup hitter, the DH. He's been up 3 times with 3 hits. He scored 2 runs. Fouls that pitch straight back. Jared Siegel is on deck. Oh-1 on Stiffel. And that's there for strike 2, so Stiffel's in a hole, 0-2. Got 2 runners on. First and second. Culverstone at second, Zach White at first. As the dust begins to fly again a little bit, the wind has picked up a little bit. There's a nice shot to left field, and the left fielder grabs it as it was breaking. Nice catch by the left fielder, so Stiffel is out. So that's out number 3. And we head to the 5th with the score. Boy, I gotta add this up. 12-1 in favor of Anna. We'll be right back after this break.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Okay, we're heading into the top of the 5th inning as the Rockets lead. There's going to be a pitching change. Noah Eiler is now going to be on the hill for the Rockets. And you got to give me a second. I'll try to tell you what his stats are on that. I don't have those up here right now. Noah's pitched in 3 games. He's only have 2 innings, but he's pitched 3 innings, I'm sorry, and he has an ERA of, let's see, I think he's got an ERA of about 3, yep. So Noah Eiler is on the hill. And this will be his 3rd game, I believe, as a pitcher. So Noah Eiler, new pitcher for the Rockets. And he's going to be facing the top of the order as Parker Geis, Elliot Gubal, and Nick Bittner are going to be coming to the plate here in the top of the fifth, number 1, 2, and 3. So as we go, this is important for both teams. We now have a 10-run margin. If the Trojans can't push a run over in this inning to get less than 10, the game will be considered complete. So this could be their last at bat. First pitch there by Noah is good. Strike. Noah Eiler on the hill for the Rockets. Facing Parker Geis, center fielder for Trojans. And that breaking pitch doesn't make it, so it's 1-1. Center fielder Parker Geis, followed by Elliot Gubal and the catcher Nick Bittner. There's a nice ball hit towards left center. Fielder is there, has it. So out number 1 as we flies to left. Ball was hit, but it hangs in the air as he's driving it into the wind. Left fielder got a nice break on it right away and had to come towards center, but no problem. Gloved it with ease. Elliot Gubal up at the plate. Singled and struck out in his 2 previous appearances. Got to third in that first inning, but was unable to score. And right there, that one's low. 2-0. Noah Eiler on the mound for the Rockets. His 2-0 pitch is there for strikes, 2-1. 21 on the batter. That one's low, 31. So Noah needs a strike here. Otherwise, he's going to give a free pass to Mr. Gubal. 31, the count, the step, the wind, and that one's in the dirt. Might have got him in the foot even. Ball 4, down to first. So Gubal goes down, Nick Bittner to the plate. Bittner's been up twice. He's had 2 hits, and he's had a single and a double. He scored the only run that the Trojans have right now. He's been up, like I said, on twice, scored once. 2 for 2 on the afternoon. That ball is there for a strike. It looked like that was an off-speed curve. One out, one on. That one's way high. 1-1 on Bittner. Tristan Burns is on deck. That one's low. Runner thought about going, but scampers back as White comes out of there with the ball. 2-1 on Bittner. One on, one out. There's a swing and a miss. 22 on Bittner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bittner looking for a hit here. That one's in the dirt. The fire down to second. high and wide, so the runner advances. So that takes the force off. Gubo down at second. I'm not sure, maybe the last ball that was in the dirt got the umpire. He's trying to walk it off a little bit. As it was in the dirt, skipped, I thought the catcher had gotten a piece of it, but no. So looks like the home plate umpire has got it walked off. Bittner still at the plate. I think the count is 3-2. So it's important for Eiler to get this one across the plate. There's a foul straight back. That almost makes the girls softball field, as that game has now concluded. Still 3-2. Gubo still down at second, and there's still one out. There's one hit to the right side off the screen in front of the Trojans dugout. Ball is returned to the home plate umpire. 3-2 on the count. Nick Bittner at the plate. Only senior on the Trojan squad. There, he's hit that one in the ground. Over to second, over to first, and he's forced at first on a nice play by the second baseman. Little 4-3 action. Gubo moves to third, as Bittner is the second out. Now Tristan Burns comes to the plate. He's been up twice, 2 hits. Was able to advance at least to second in his second appearance, but got no farther than that. So Tristan Burns needs to continue things here to get a run in. Pitch to Tim is high. Pitch to him is high. Spencer Hoiker is on deck now for the Trojans. Tristan Burns at the plate. And the count evens on him 1-1. One and one. 2 outs. 1 on. There's a high fly hit to the right side, and it's going to be outside this fence. No play. And everybody comes back, start all over. One and 2 on Tristan Burns, and Elliot Gubo standing down at third with a run for the Trojans if they can get them in. And it's important if they can. Steps off after having taken a sign. Now everybody resets. Going to go into the windup, I do believe. Time is called one time again, as Burns looks out for his signals, looks down to coach. Eiler has it, throws in the dirt, strike 3, swung on, runners tagged out, so Burns goes down via the K. And that concludes the game, with the final score being 12-1 in favor of Anna. We'll be right back.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
We knew that we could use Hometown Opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown Opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
Okay, folks, that concludes today's broadcast as we're coming to you from Rockets Field in Anna, where the Anna Rockets have just beaten the Botkins Trojans 12-1 in a run rule game then after 5. For the Trojans, they had 1 run on 6 hits with 6 men left on base, and the Rockets pushed across 12 runs on 14 hits with 7 men left on base. If you had to sum it up, it was a relatively close game. The Trojans had a couple of errors that probably hurt them, where they just couldn't get that big crucial out or that second out, even the third out once, that allowed innings to go for Anna. So Anna was able to score and push across quite a few runs. They scored 2 in the first, none in the second, 4 in the third, and then punched across, I think they pushed across 6. Or no, yeah, they pushed across 6 in the fourth. So that totals up to 12 runs on their 14 hits with 7 left on base. For our star of the game, for the Anna Rockets, our star will be Aiden Ensley. That's the shortstop, number 7. He was up 4 times. He was on 3 times. He had 2 hits, and he scored 3 runs. So he's had a real busy afternoon. He had a fly out to the outfield on his other hit, where the outfielder made a nice catch on that, and really otherwise he'd have had nearly a perfect evening. The star of the game for the Trojans is Mike Bittner. He's the only senior on their squad. And he was up 3 times. He had 2 hits. One was a double, and the other one was a single. He scored their only run, and he played a nice game behind the plate, as I think he only might have had 1 pass ball. That might have even been in the dirt, but had a nice game behind the plate as well. So that pretty much concludes our broadcast. Just like to take time to once again read the list of sponsors who made this broadcast possible. I'd like to start out with Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, Carriage Works, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Cy Schwederman, NKT Productions, and New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Bank, WKKI, K94 FM, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Schwederman's Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, and the Lambs Insurance Agency. Our scoreboard sponsor for today is First National Bank Thinks First. Player of the Game t-shirts were awarded by NKTelco. Our broadcast was made possible today by the man in the truck, or the guys who do all the button pulling and tell us where to go and when to jump, Isaac Sell and Scott Robinson. Our cameraman was Tyler Wolf. I'm Dennis Henshin. We thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. As I said, this is just the beginning of the spring season. We'll have much more. You've already maybe seen a couple of the lacrosse games that came from Ohio Northern, and we'll have more of those. But that will conclude today's broadcast, where the Anna Rockets defeated the Botkins Trojans 12-1 in 5. We'll see you, everybody. Good night. Have a nice day.